Right, so I am going to show you guys something really cool that you can start doing for ads, for example, or if you want to be generating videos for your blogs. If you want to be doing VSLs, if you're just not confident on camera, you're actually able to fully systemize and automate with AI your actual presence on video. So, for example, if we watch this,
Are you
video
ready
here,
to level up your brand? Welcome to Hustler's Playbook, the ultimate training ground for mastering AI, SEO, and Facebook ads. In just 9 minutes, your knowledge.
So as you can see, that video itself is fully done with AI. You might not even be able to tell. There has been a few videos in the past that I've actually generated, like on shorts and stuff. And I've actually said to people like, hey, this is built with AI. And people are like, no, it's not. You're just trying to fake it and stuff like that. That video is generated with AI. And I'll show you guys exactly how you can do the same. So we're going to need 3 tools to do this. One is going to be our script writing tool. So you could use like Claude or ChatGPT to write your video script. The next thing is for our audio. So for audio, I use ElevenLabs. So this is ElevenLabs. I also use the professional voice cloning. So not all of the packages have the professional voice cloning. You're going to need to get the $11 a month package. Basically, what the professional voice cloning does is you can upload like a 1-hour clip of you talking, and it will basically take your voice, and this process takes about 24 hours by ElevenLabs. You need to then verify your voice, and then it professionally clones your voice. So it's not like it just doesn't sound as robotic as other voice cloning softwares. Also, they do have like a free or a non-professional voice cloning version as well, which I will show you the difference. But I've always found that the professional voice cloning one does sound the best. And the last tool that we're going to need is HeyGen. Now, HeyGen, again, it also does have various price points. We will need to use the AI avatar, which that's basically what this is here. So with HeyGen, you can actually do this for free. You don't need the paid version, but I'll tell you the differences. So I have got the team version, and the reason for that is because I can export at 4K. Now, if you don't want to export at 4K, it's completely fine. You can do 1080p, or you can even just use the free version, and that's 720p. For some people, that's fine. For others, they might want like seriously high quality videos and stuff. So when you are logged into ElevenLabs, obviously you don't even need to use your voice, but if you want to use your own voice and you want to clone yourself, right? All you need to do is click on add new voice, and then you've got the professional voice clone. Now, I've obviously used all of the slots in my account, but this is basically what you need as a gist, right? Requires at least 30 minutes of clean audio, and I've uploaded actually a little bit longer than that, but I always recommend, like, if you can upload a longer subset, so if you can upload like maybe 1 hour or 45 minutes or 50 minutes, it's just going to be able to listen to your voice and how you pronounce certain words, and your overall outcome is just going to be a little bit better. The one caveat to all of this is you can't voice clone like a celebrity or somebody that you don't know. So, for example, if you're trying to do it for Donald Trump, for example, right? You won't be able to do the professional voice clone, because it also asks for a verification. So after it's analyzed your voice for like 30 minutes, it will then ask you to read a certain sentence, and then it goes and basically clones your voice. Otherwise, it just won't accept it. So just bear that in mind. You can only use your own voice or like a family member's voice. They just need to actually approve that voice. And then obviously once you've done that, this is what it sounds like.
Awareness seeped in and brought its friends pain and agony for a visit.
So that sounds like me, obviously. There's obviously other ones that you can do. So for example, if I click here, you've obviously got like all of these.
If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got.
Right. So you don't need to use your voice, but I've obviously used my voice. So then once you've done that, you basically want to grab your API key from here. So this is where you get your API keys from. You can either create a new API key or if you've already got one, you can use a old API key. Then where it says on HeyGen, where is it now? 11 Labs. So on HeyGen, actually what you need to do is you go to AI voice and then you just click on integrate third party voice, and basically you can just import an 11 Labs API key and it will allow you to use your own voice. So I've actually got like two API keys in there. So I've got one for James and I've got one for myself, and then basically I'm able to use whichever voice that I can. So that's how you set up 11 Labs plugged into HeyGen. The next thing what you want to be doing is setting up like a recording of yourself. So as you can see, I've got three different avatars. I've got myself here, I've got James, and then we've also got Abby. And then basically you're able to add in different looks. So for example, if I click on to James's, and what I recommend for this, just so you guys know, is we've actually recorded James talking for like 30 seconds with hand gestures and stuff like that. And that's basically what it looks like. So here, basically, you can record this with your webcam. You can record this with a DSLR. It's completely down to you. You've got 300 completely different looks. So as you can see, he's got like different hats here. And this one, he's got like a green screen behind him. One thing that I recommend for this is try not to move your head at all. Try to be as kind of like robotic as much as you possibly can. And hand gestures, try to keep them very, very minimal as well, because otherwise the AI can't associate which hand gestures go with certain words. So, for example, if you're trying to emphasize something and you're moving your hand up, right? When you've given the AI or when you've given HeyGen like a audio clip or a voice section to actually mimic, it won't know which hand gestures to associate with certain words. So I always try to be like, for example, like if you look at James's clip here, he is very, very, like, he's not moving his hands at all. He's not moving his head at all. Like, he's not tilting it. So this clip comes out very good. Same with all of these ones as well. But this one, he's actually moving his head quite a lot. So this clip, we don't actually use that much. So just bear that in mind. So this is the prompt that I've used. Can you create me a script introducing myself, Kaz Radash, as the owner of the Masterminders Conference? Make it 30 seconds long, and it shouldn't be too complex for HeyGen. The reason why I've said HeyGen is because there's certain words that if you use in a sentence, like even if you've got like the best AI voice creator in the world, it sometimes does mess up. So I'm just going to copy this, and then I am going to paste this into, or I'm just going to click on create video. So all I'm going to do is I am just going to paste my script into here. What we're also going to do is we're going to select the correct voice as well. I'm going to click on my voices. So I'm just going to select Kaz Radash 11 Labs in here, and then we can also preview it before we actually export our video. So I'm just going to click on play. I'm going to listen to what it sounds like before I export it. Hi, I'm Kaz of the Masterminders Conference. This isn't just another marketing event. It's where action takers, not spectators, come to grow. So I've built this conference to connect you with people who stop that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to submit this video. I'll name it as like the Masterminders video test. Now there's a few settings that you want to make certain that you actually do, right? So I always pick 60 FPS because the mouth movements seem a lot better and cleaner when you do 60 FPS. It does take a little bit longer to export. And then I'm going to obviously select 1080p. and I am going to make certain that the HeyGen watermark is set to no. Obviously, you can set it to yes if you want to. I'm just going to click on submit, and this is going to go and export the video. So that has just finished. It's probably took maybe 5 minutes for it to complete. So obviously, if you're going to be producing like a 30-minute video, expect to wait like maybe 45 minutes to 1 hour. So let's just take a look here. Hi, I'm Kazra Dash, the founder of the Masterminders Conference. This isn't just another marketing event. Years in the SEO and business world, and I've built this conference to connect you with people who actually do the work. So there we go. It has completed it. Now, a few things to bear in mind when you are producing videos. When you're doing your script, if there's certain things that you want like a pause in, I recommend like maybe putting like double spaces or slashes, or if there's like a too much of a pause, you can obviously remove these like slashes and stuff, and it will reduce the pause time. Because in some cases, I'm not going to say that this is like 100% perfect. There's obviously a lot more, or I'd like to think there's a lot more enthusiasm in my voice as opposed to AI Kaz over here. So there's a few things like that you need to take into consideration. When it's like, when you're given a script and stuff, in some cases it's better to break words up, and it pronounces it a lot better. So for example, SEO, it for whatever reason mispronounces it. So I always do S dot, or like full stop, E full stop, O, and then it pronounces it a lot better. So there's just a few things like that I'm sure that you guys will pick up on as soon as you guys start using it. And to be honest, this technology is probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10 right now. I can only see this getting better in the next like few months, so it'll be interesting to see where this goes. But yeah, that's been my video. If you guys are like introverted and stuff, this is like the best tool that you could use. But if you guys do want to learn more about AI, head over to Hustlers Playbook, sign up. It's only $7 a month right now. The price will be increasing, so right now it's going to be the cheapest price that you can get. I also do weekly calls, so I do test a lot of different AI tools. So if you want me to test out a specific AI tool, let me know. I also do a lot of SEO related stuff, and we've also got a Facebook ads module that will be live in the next 1 or 2 weeks. As you can see, these are the classrooms here, so join up. Also, if you guys do want to learn more about AI or SEO, head over to the Masterminders. This is an in-person SEO conference that is happening on the 27th of June. We've got the likes of Craig Campbell speaking about flipping websites. We've got Lara Acosta talking about LinkedIn growth, James Dooley talking about lead generation, Carrie Rose talking about digital PR, and many, many more. So you can grab your tickets at themasterminders.com. And thank you for watching.